Tommy, we were talking about it before. It would be so great to see everyone partying in Milan if Inter won it. It would be unbelievable.
It's been too long.
And
10
also,
years.
all of our listeners ought to know that at 28 years of age, I finally got my driver's license, and we've got a car just in case to go celebrate in the city center with. If Inter win the league, this could be an embarrassing clip, right? But
I get the feeling I might be clipping this in about 6 months' time.
Our friend Roy is just waiting for Inter not to win the league to repost this on WhatsApp. All right, Michael, but how are you feeling about a quiz about your club's history?
Well, I'm a bit nervous, I have to say. I don't want to disappoint any Inter fans listening, so I'll do my best.
So Michael didn't show up with a bottle, but he hates whiskey, and there is a little bit of whiskey here left. We've got 4 witnesses on the call, so Michael has to drink.
Well, I hope I don't have to drink any of it.
Shit, all right, well, we'll see. So Michael, the first question for you, let's start from goals.
Yeah.
All right, who's Inter Milan's top goal scorer ever with 284 goals?
Been a long time. His name is Giuseppe Meaza. He was Inter striker back in the 30s. He won 2 World Cups with Italy. He won a couple of leagues with Inter, and the stadium of Milan has been named after him.
And that's the correct answer.
That's a big clue, right? That's a big clue.
Yeah, right. Well, cheers, everybody. Yeah. Cheers, Inter. Number 2, who is Inter's longest serving manager for a grand total of 9 seasons?
So it's not someone that has been appointed recently.
Definitely not.
I would say
it wasn't
the longest that I remember watching, actually seeing, would be Mancini, I think.
All right.
That I've seen, though.
How many years, Mancini?
From 2004 to 2008.
All right.
So that was 4 seasons with Mancini, I think.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah.
But it's not him. This manager has been appointed for 9 seasons.
Yeah.
So I am a big Inter supporter. I know a little bit about Inter's history. I don't know so much. So I have to hope that I get this one right. But I'll go with Herrera, Inter's manager back in the 60s, who won 2 Champions Leagues.
And
back to back.
It's fucking correct. For 9 seasons. Yeah,
really thought he wasn't going to get that one.
Listeners and people on the call, Michael hates losing in anything. So right now, he was not
driven.
Shit answer. Like, no. Plus the whiskey is definitely a deterrent. All right. So the next question is, who is Inter's most expensive signing ever?
Lukaku.
Fuck, yeah. Romelu Lukaku. Do you remember the price?
That's up to debate because the price hasn't been disclosed yet. But
more or less,
it should be around 75 million euros with bonus included.
Yeah, like numbers on the internet are from 77 to up to 87, like between 77 and 87.
Okay, could be, but we don't know what the bonuses are.
All right, so yeah, but that's the correct answer. Fuck, another shot for myself. Cheers. All right, next question. Let's get to the tough ones. I don't think you're going to get this one. What is the team that Inter have beaten the most in their history?
Mm-hmm.
So against this team, Inter Milan have a grand total of 73 wins in their history. Look, Elia is impressed. Yeah.
I will go with Juventus.
So there was a moment when the rivalry between Inter Milan and Juventus was suspended because Juventus fucking cheated big time and got relegated to Serie B. And the new rivalry in Italy became Inter against. It wasn't really a rivalry because they always lost in the end, but it was Roma. Actually, there were 2 teams you could have said, Roma and Bologna. We've got 73 wins against each.
73.
No.
That's
Juventus was a bad answer.
You got to carry it away. Michael, you got to take a shot. Yes.
Yeah. Hey, here we go.
All right. So the last question is, what team have Inter Milan got beaten by the most?
This one is difficult, but
Who are you thinking?
I feel a bit stupid. I'm thinking Juventus now again.
Why Juventus? Elia says no. He's nodding no.
Why not?
I mean, every time Michael and I have seen Juventus together at the stadium, at the San Siro, Inter have never won. We've known each other for quite some time.
Jesus, this is complicated. I'll go with Juventus again.
And Juventus is the correct answer.
Of course it is.
Juventus have beaten Inter Milan a grand total of 85 times. Just like in the UK, it's usually Manchester United battering everybody. In Italy, it's Juventus. Mike, you've got 4 wishes, football-related, your team-related, or knowing Michael, also wishes against other clubs. I have a feeling this is coming, guys.
Tommaso knows me very well.
I think it's going to be 3 wishes against someone else and 1 for Inter Milan.
No, I have 2 wishes for Inter and 1 wish and 2 wishes for the 2 teams, which I really love. So I'm going to start from the most realistic wish, I hope. So the first wish, I hope that AC Milan gets exposed for how bad they really are.
So much venom behind that statement.
All right.
Because they're sitting atop the league. They're getting a bit too cocky, and I don't rate them very highly. So I hope they get exposed. And I have to say, I didn't like Ibrahimovic after he left Inter. I didn't like him even more after he joined AC Milan. But since he's come back for the second time, he's becoming even more unbearable. Really, so.
Right, so that's the first wish. Number 2.
Second wish, I hope this is a bit more unrealistic. I hope Inter wins the Serie A. I hope
it's not so unrealistic.
We can win the Scudetto. It's a little bit more unrealistic.
Look at Elia hiding himself in the blanket.
Again, this is my wish.
And now the ones against the other clubs.
Yeah, so the third wish I have, which is even more unrealistic, we're going really into science fiction. I hope that Messi ends up joining Inter.
Oh, my die, come on. How's that going to happen?
Not going to happen, I know, but it's Christmas, so might as well ask for it. And the last wish, which is really unrealistic, we're talking really about Lord of Tolkien kind of fantasy here, but I hope Juventus gets relegated because of the Suarez scandal.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen, but I hope it's going to happen.
A second relegation in a lifetime for Juventus. Michael could die right after that relegation.
That would be awesome. That would be really awesome.
Good. Well, this was a very it's the first time in this Christmas episode that we've heard a wish like this, and I love all about it. I knew this guy would bring up.
I don't love the Christmas spirit. I don't love it.
Wished more bad on others than good for yourself.
But, so, Mike, we wish you a terrible Christmas and an even more terrible New Year's Eve. But it was a pleasure to have you on, and hopefully you'll be back to drop some of your Inter knowledge and Juventus hatred on the pod.
Sure.
All right.
See you soon.
Thank you for coming on.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for coming on.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And we're coming to a close, but there is an Arsenal fan who is ready to play the game. Where are you calling us from, sir?
I'm calling from my nice warm flat in Milan. It's keeping me out of the cold in the living room, and I'm a little bit nervous about making a dick of myself.
It's Rory Crisquall, of course. You recognize the number one Arsenal fan. How was the game last night, Rory? Very quickly. So this episode, guys, has been recorded over 3 different days. Last night, Arsenal lost 4-1 to Man City. Feelings?
We didn't actually play that badly, despite losing 4-1. The club is in such a state. It's really, really I didn't even react when the goals went in last night. I was just kind of consigned to defeat already, and I think that's what really pisses me off now. Is I'm just apathetic towards it all. I'm not getting angry anymore. It's just and City scored in the first 3 minutes, I think, and it was just oh, for Christ's sake,
yeah, you don't even have the time to dream for a second.
Yeah, it's all very, very grim. I think Arteta's looking like he's completely run out of ideas.
But guess what? You have a possibility to make wishes for Santa Claus.
I think we can all guess what the wishes are going to be.
Third day of recording. My bottle of whiskey is officially done. I'm going to be sipping on a beer this one time. Rory, what have you got?
I'm going to have a beer. The rum is definitely not being touched again. So just a beer for
Ever
now is
in
fine.
my life.
That's going to be on that kitchen counter for a long time, I think. Yeah.
All right, Rory, you know the gig. 5 questions. You get to answer. If it's right, I take a shot. If it's wrong, you take a shot. And then you get to make your wishes to Santa Claus. Rory swears that he hasn't looked up the Arsenal answers. And I know that he's an honest person and he didn't. However, I'm afraid I'm going to have to drink quite some beer. Rory, are you ready?
Let's do it. Let's go.
All right. Who's Arsenal's longest ever serving manager?
Now, this is one that I think I was overthinking it, but I was thinking maybe it's Herbert Chapman, but it's not. It's Arsene Wenger.
It's indeed Arsene Wenger for 9 seasons. No, more than 9 seasons. Oh. What am I saying? It was way more than 9 seasons. Guys, we're tired. We've been doing this for many, many days. But no, he's coached for a long time. Let's just say that. I cannot find the exact
Good work. Good
at
work.
the moment. But yeah, the correct answer is Arsene Wenger. Now, second one. Who's Arsenal's top goal scorer ever?
This is an easy one. Thierry Henry.
And it's correct, Thierry Henry. Do you remember how many goals?
228.
Oh my God, 228 goals.
Yes.
That's incredible. All right, there goes another sip of beer. We're taking it lightly today.
Yeah.
All right, third question. Who is your record signing?
It annoys me that it's this man because he's not been as good as we'd hoped, but it is Nicolas Pepe. I still believe in you, Pepe.
So you just type on Google Arsenal record signing, and the first article that comes out is an article by goal.com called Pepe is suffering. Arteta insists Arsenal record signing is currently struggling at Arsenal. Yup.
He is currently struggling. That is definitely true.
You can guarantee
true.
that. Good.
Yeah.
Now, all right. So you got already 3 wishes. The last 2 questions. Who is the team Arsenal have beaten the most in their history?
The team we've beaten the most. Okay.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I think I was going to go for a team that have always been in the top division with us, as we've never been relegated until this year, maybe. It's between Everton and Man United.
Interesting picks.
But I think I'm going to say Everton.
How the fuck? Yes, correct.
Whoa,
Everton.
Look at that.
97 wins, 42 draws, and 57 losses. Off goes another sip of beer. Rory, you got 4 wishes for Santa Claus. I think you're going to use them all.
Yeah,
you
my
need them.
stomach is still fragile, so I'm glad that you're doing it.
Finally, what is the team, of course, in the Prem who have beaten you the most?
I think it's probably Manchester United.
And it is Manchester United.
Oh, 5
out of 5.
I'm the only one to do it, eh?
I think you might be. Yeah, you might be the first one. Yeah, 5 out of 5. Good job, Rory. All right. So as I take my last swig of beer, Rory, you've got 5 wishes.
5 wishes.
That's a lot.
Man, we could be here a while. Well, the first one is going to be that we don't get relegated this season.
All right.
I would take 17th. Just don't get relegated this season. I've kind of conceded to the fact that this season is not going to be fun to watch in any way, shape, or form. So as long as we just don't get relegated, I'll take that.
Second wish
is for things to work out for Mikel Arteta. I really want him to do well. I don't want us to sack him. I don't want another manager. I want it to work out for him, and I want him to be the manager that turns us round.
And not talk about stats anymore, maybe?
Yeah, I think maybe if you can get someone else to do his press conferences for a while, that would be great, because he's starting...
Are you available, Rory? Do you want to send your resume to Arsenal Football Club?
I don't know if that's much better, but he's starting to look a bit manic.
So
Bit
there go
worried.
the first two wishes to not be relegated for things